Hey, what's going on, people? Today, I was just going to make a quick short video. I am on the cusp of my 1000th Gate of Elidinis kill, and I kind of wanted to show what a typical chest might look like from 1000 kills. I have not emptied it since the boss came out, and I've spent the past, what has it been now, close to a year just killing this boss, periodically, seeing if I could maybe get log before I hit that 1000 KC threshold. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do my last kill. I figure we can look at the collection log real quick too, get an idea of what I've gotten. So the chest that I'm gonna show once I complete the kill is largely untouched. I have taken out one of each of the uniques that I've gotten. So the script, the attuner, and the dowser. I got an extra attuner a few kills ago, and I've gotten a ton of extra latent offerings because that drop is super common. I am missing the Eclipsed Soul prayer codex, unfortunately, and I really don't think I'm gonna get it at the 1000th kill, so I'm not done with this boss, unfortunately. I am going to have to come back, but besides those couple uniques and then a few other wayward items that have gone to the chest, things like effigies, a couple of tryst keys, and some clues, I've largely left it untouched. I've also taken a handful of manuscripts out of the chest just so I could use the Elidin scripture during skilling, so I guess we're just gonna hop in. We'll get this last kill done. Kill number 1000. I don't, again, I would love if I got the Eclipsed Soul prayer book on this kill, but I really don't expect that to happen. And this is kind of, fun for me in a little bit because the reason I ever set up this channel in the first place was somebody was asking how I kill the boss. And so rather than trying to explain it, I just uploaded a quick video of some raw footage without any sort of commentary or anything over it. And then I kind of just realized that I like doing that, and I've kind of enjoyed this as sort of an outlet to just talk to myself and post little gameplay videos and things like that. And I do quite enjoy it, but we're gonna see if I can, if I get this last kill, hopefully without screwing it up. And then hopefully I can get the drop. I mean, I would love to be done with this boss. Unfortunately, this boss is a really big slog. It's every kill is the same largely. There's not much variance. There's slight timing differences based on when the shards drop down from the statue, because that can vary by a second or two. But I mean, by and large, every kill is exactly the same as long as you don't, screw up or get bad RNG or anything. It's been really boring. For a while, I was at a point where I could only really stomach doing like 6 or 8 of these a day, basically a Reaper task or like a full hour of it. It's very dull. It's very boring. Even the commons aren't that great. But this is such an easy boss. I guess you would kind of expect the commons not to be very good. But I mean, it is what it's shouldn't be too lucrative because it's such an easy encounter to complete. And I say that as somebody who obviously has, basically maxed out on everything that you need for this. But even if you're not, your kills will be a little bit slower than mine. It typically feels like 230. It's just so easy, and it is some decent raw supplies, alchables, and we'll take a look at that when I look in the chest in about a minute. Let's just wrap this kill up. It's a bad RNG on this one, but that's all right. Sometimes you can, if you get all the shards before 43,750, you can actually keep one set of rocks unmined from the stones there, but doesn't matter. I'll just finish it up. We'll hop. Say a quick prayer to the Cloud Man. Maybe I'll get that 1 in 480 drop for the Eclipsed Soul Codex. I doubt it, but let's get that pop up for 1,000. All right, no drop. I didn't think I was gonna get it. Let's go to the pet real quick and check out the skin. Yeah, I like that one more. The blue school. All right, let's see what was in here. A bunch of nothing. All right, how can I get out of here? I guess I'll just go out the gate. I usually teleport out, but we'll leave the normal way so I can go straight to the chest. And it's gonna be a drum roll. So I haven't looked in the chest in a while. The only big thing I've got in there is an attuner, and I don't think that's worth too much. So my guess is going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 500 million, give or take 10 million. All right, let's get that moment of truth, a little drum roll, and let's see what we got. 434. So definitely under what I thought. And these prices aren't completely accurate because they don't, they reflect grand exchange value. Some things are kind of worth more, maybe a little bit less, but so this is it. This is 1,000 kills, roughly. The scriptures, I'm maybe missing probably about 100 or so scriptures. Not scriptures, manuscripts. I took those out at one point, but this is it. I mean, the raw cash, not too much. So good source of moonstones. You need the dust for those scaling necklaces, so you got a lot of that here. 18 moonstones, decent amount of kind of average runes, 8,000 soul runes. Lots of alchables. Got the salvage, the orichalcum salvage there. A few cannonballs, papaya. So that's stuff for renewals. Prayer renewals. I think this is the only source of prayer renewals in the game that's not, directly from like farming and making it yourself. We've got energies, which makes sense. You combine the energies with those to make adrenaline potions. Keys, a couple clues. This isn't accurate. I've emptied a few clues out of here. Again, a few trisks out of here. Let's see if those affect the. Yeah, those change the value just a little bit, but there we go. So that's what I got. Not great loot for 1,000 kills, but again, this boss has been so easy. Really disappointed I didn't get Eclipsed Soul. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm not free from this boss yet, but that's nothing I can really do about that. I just gotta keep working through it slowly. I'll probably, keep doing what I'm doing. I'll do like a Reaper task every day, or like a double down. I'll get a Reaper task and then save it, and then clear it the next day and re-roll another Reaper task and do like a whole hour. Hopefully, this isn't one of those drops that eludes me for so long. I've had some of those before in the past. Like, I believe Gricko took me to like 2,500 or so to get Gricko. That's about right. Maybe like 26 to get Gricko. And then I've never even gotten, don't bully my times, by the way. I've never even gotten Greater Barge, and I'm at 418. So, I mean, that's what happens. You get those drops that you go dry on. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna empty this chest out. Boom. All right. So let me know what you thought. What do you think about Gate of Elidinis? Are you luckier than me? I felt like I was pretty unlucky with the uniques. I feel like I should have one or two more, but the Eternal Cope, it is what it is. All right. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.